December, I bought, strangely, another camera at auction. And this time I bought this. Now, some of you will recognise it instantly, where others will say, why has he bought a wooden box? And if I turn it the other way, there's a little bit more of a clue that it's not a complete wooden box, right? And what we have here is there's a clue on the label here. On this label here, it says Perken, P-E-R-K-E-N, Perken, Son and Rayment. And it's patented London, and it says Hatton Garden, London. So, and Hatton Garden is an interesting area in London, which is full of jewellery shops and upmarket shops selling precious things. And it's interesting that this camera originated in that area, because what we have here is a tailboard camera. So if I, let's see if we can, if I undo the little catch here, I'm going to have to raise this camera a little bit, move this back a bit, and you can see we have, this is the tailboard here, we have a patent sign here, and from my research, Perken and Sons were making cameras from about 1886. However, they obviously got together with this company Rayment, who had made this patent for this type of tailboard. So what happens is we have to bring this part out here, and then at the end we can, these screws here, we tighten up. Let's see if I can raise this camera a little bit here. Yeah. So when we tighten the top here, we can then focus here. Can you see the boards coming out and going back in? That is typical of cameras of the time. What was quite popular as well was to have a mechanism in which you could move the lens to avoid converging perspective. And on this camera, we haven't got a control here, but we do have a little control. Where is it? Here. And we have two controls. We have, can you see here, we have for upwards and downwards movements. And here we have sideways movements. So this is a camera with some movements. Now, I believe it to be a half plate camera. Plates are quite a little bit confusing. You sometimes get something called a 10-8 camera, which some people refer to as full plate. I think plates, when I was younger, I remember, I think it was 8 3/4 by 6 3/4, or it could have been 8 1/4 by 6 3/4, and that was considered to be a full plate. This is actually half plate, and what was nice about it was it came with some dark slides. This is a dark slide, and this is the focusing screen here. Now, slight spoiler, I haven't got a lens for this camera yet. I'm looking to, well, I slightly lie. I have got a couple of lenses, but I need to make a lens board to for the lens to fit in, or I need to get one exactly. I've measured this to be approximately 42 millimeters. I'm not sure what that is in imperial. In an ideal world, I'm looking for a lens which will fit directly into this mount here. That would make life a lot easier. So the spoiler is I haven't got photographs to show you today, but this is a work in progress, and I look forward for actually taking this out, because the bellows are in really good condition. The focusing glass here is good. So you focus from there, and then the plate you would put in you slide the plate in here. I'm doing it backwards so I can't actually see. Right, the plate will go in there. Now, whoops. So, as I said, I think this camera dates from about 1896. It's typical of what some people call the English style of camera. I'm very much looking forward for trying. What I will initially do is try some paper negatives in it, and maybe later try some film. Sorry that it's a bit of a brief video today. I've got some interesting videos coming up in the pipeline. I'm still hoping to get in the darkroom, though that needs clearing out again. Over the winter it seems to have acquired a lot of stuff, and I need to do a bit of clearing out. But I want to do a couple of videos on darkroom. I have some interesting cameras coming up. I recently bought a Canon Model 7 35mm rangefinder that I've been looking for a long time, so I will be shooting with that. And there's a rather nice size Super Iconta as well that I'm going to be trying shortly. So thanks for watching. As I said, this video is to be continued, but bye for now.